Hello, my friends and fellow VEDSies. Today, a work update. This is my day 13 video of VEDS. It is going up late, and it's going up late because I have been busy with work and I was attending a meeting that went into the evening and I was just exhausted when I got home. But that made me think it's a good time to give you a little update on how things are going because I started a new job in July. I am not going to get into it in detail. God forbid anyone I work with should watch my videos, but I will say this, it is going very, very well. After I graduated from university, I was working in the nonprofit world for 3.5 years at an organization I really loved with people I thought were incredible, but in a role that turned out to be not quite the right fit for me. And so after much deliberation, I left that job and then I wasn't working for a while. And not working for a while brought up a lot of feelings for me. There was a lot of processing about how I'd felt in my old job. There was a lot of worry about what came next. There was a lot of processing. There was also a lot of just what am I supposed to be doing? I would walk all the time. I'd walk for at least an hour every day, if not more. I would walk to go get my groceries or walk to the library or go around the trails in the park. I would read a bunch. I allowed the pace of my days to just be slower. I was hosting book club once a month, so all my friends come here and I cook for them, which I love. I love hosting. Updating the website for book club. I was trying to see friends and hang out with people. I was workshopping with my writers group from the writer's studio last year. I was really enjoying the pace of my life. But I'm not a billionaire. I have a mortgage, so I can't just live a life of leisure indefinitely. And my mom was very keen to see me working again, sending me lots of job postings. And so I started applying. And man, that process is painful. It's really painful. But finally, I sort of got to the end of that process. I went on 2 interviews. I got really close with the first one. Didn't get it. Was probably the right call. I don't know if I would have been the right fit ultimately. Second one, I did get it. But it was just for a temporary role. It was a 3-month position, but it seemed like a great opportunity, and there was a part of me that went, it might be nice to do something for 3 months because I've just come out of a great job that for an organization that I cared a lot about. And that it had been hard to leave, and I was very nervous about jumping into something new and worrying about what might happen, about whether or not I might find myself in another role that wasn't a good fit, worrying about having to go through this process again. I just had a lot of nervousness, and in some ways, knowing I was signing up for a temporary role eased some of that anxiety. And then I got there, and immediately everyone was so welcoming. The vibes were good. The team was supportive and encouraging, and I went through my training, and I thought, this place is pretty great. I'm once again somewhere with a hybrid work schedule, so I'm in the office some of the time and at home some of the time, which I personally really like. I know that a lot of people would rather be fully remote, which I totally understand. I find that if the people are good, and I want to, basically the kind of people I want to work with are the kind of people I want to be in an office with. So for me, I love the hybrid schedule. I often find it's helpful when you're learning to be able to just turn to someone and ask questions. I do appreciate the sense of camaraderie and support that you can get from being in a space with people. I think that there are a lot of benefits. And one of the things that I learned about myself in the last couple of years is that I just love being in a space with people. It's part of what I enjoyed about doing facilitation work. So I'm having a great time. I'm really enjoying the kind of work I get to do. One of my responsibilities is to manage tickets that come through our web support portal. So whenever people have updates that they need to make to the website, it comes through as a ticket and someone on the web team will respond to it. I love the structure of this, but I also just love doing web updates. I think some people find it tedious, but I have long had an interest in web development. I know my way around HTML, CSS pretty well. Content management systems, I'm using a new content management system, but it's fairly straightforward. If you've used one, you've used them all mostly. Any like WordPress or Wix or Squarespace or Drupal, the back end will often look similar. So configure your way around. And I'm figuring my way around. I'm having a good time, and I think I'm taking some pressure off other members of my team who are less enthusiastic about the web updates, which feels great. I'm definitely not someone who has a vision for the arc of my career, but as I get older, I am sorting out what I like and don't like in a work environment, what my strengths are, and what I need to thrive professionally. And I feel really happy to have landed at a place with people who share similar values, where there's a great deal of respect for that work-life balance, not just the individuals on my team, but also in the policies of the workplace, in our actual schedule. I have every other Friday off, which is really nice, as is that hybrid work schedule. So I'm feeling really happy where I've landed. One of the things I had to keep reminding myself of as I made the decision to leave my last job and as I was applying for new jobs was to not only imagine sort of the worst case scenario, but also imagine the best case scenario, that I had to allow myself to imagine that this could go well, because my brain wanted to focus on, like, what if I've just left this really great job and I never find anything that great again and everything is terrible and I've ruined my career? Well, here we are, and I've found a workplace with people who are exceptional, doing work that I really enjoy, at a place that feels supportive, at a place where the culture just seems great, and that I've heard from many other people that it feels special. So I think we've landed at best case scenario. The only catch is I'm in a temporary role. I would really like to stay. I don't know if that's a possibility, but I can hope that it is. And either way, I'm really grateful for where I've ended up, and really grateful to all of the people that I'm currently working with for making me feel so welcomed and so supportive, and honestly for taking the time to check in to see how I'm doing and to give me feedback to let me know that I am doing well, that other people are seeing my work, appreciating the quality of it, that they trust me. Sometimes you do good work and everybody just goes, yep, that was what we expected, and they don't really say anything, but there's a real culture of gratitude here, of people acknowledging your good work and thanking you for it, and that we show up for one another as a team, and I love that. But even at a good job, you will sometimes arrive home, especially if you are like me and you have a long commute. That's the other catch. I do have kind of a killer commute, and sometimes I get home and I just want to lie in bed and watch YouTube videos. And I'm not always watching VEDS videos. I should be. I should be catching up on the VEDSies videos. Anyway, I'm sorry for falling behind. I don't know if I've done that in a previous VEDS. I don't know if I've straight up missed a day. I had to make a decision. I had to make a decision that I could make a VEDS video or sleep, and I chose sleep. And I think it was the right call. I love the spirit of this exercise, but I need my sleep, team. So, my friends and fellow VEDSies, I will see all of you tomorrow, or possibly later today. I gotta find a whole other video topic. Wish me luck.